Laat het me even in het Engels uitleggen.
Tuurlijk.
So the reason why I chose Görgen is because we're always talking about, with the energy transition, about the house with the solar panels on the roof and the electric car in the garage. But if the energy transition has to work for everyone, I thought we should look at the most difficult neighborhoods first, because it has to work with them too. So that's why. So social washing, that was the question, right?
Yes.
So
We can also talk about football if you want.
Yeah. So I think we all know greenwashing, right? When you pretend to be green as a company or project. Social washing is kind of the same principle, but you pretend to be kind of socially inclusive. For example, you're a real estate company, you want to build a huge tower of offices, but there is some controversy. You just say, "Oh, we'll make a social space for the neighborhood," and then what it is in the end, it's a little room with 2 sofas. So that's greenwashing, and I only learned about it because it was a criticism that I got at one of my first presentations to a local organization, because I was busy a lot with looking at kind of shared facilities and how you can use it to reduce energy usage and save resources. And they said, it's great, but you have to be really careful, because you don't know what the actual needs are of the people who live there. And I thought that was really a good point. And I went to Rotterdam for another case study where, you could see exactly that, where they had found a private investor to build a whole heat network, and it was a great project, but it got a lot of delay because it caused a lot of social unrest. Because for the residents, it wasn't at all what they kind of were expecting and what their idea was, what their needs were. So basically, what I did is then that I realized what you shouldn't do is just design what the desirable outcome should be, right? So the question for me then was, how can you create the condition for this outcome to be possible? How can you have the broader support of the residents? Because without it, you cannot impose this kind of transition. And that was basically the silver lining of the whole work. Which wasn't what I expected, but that's what it was in the end.
That's why you're here. It wasn't what you expected. You did good, but just a question: you live in Görgen?
No.
But
not
before you did this, did you know what Görgen is?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I live in Brussels. I know Brussels well, and
Okay, cool. It's the most beautiful city of the country.
couldn't agree more.
Yes.